Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing fantastically well. We're live, we've got two people joining watching it live already. So good evening, hope you're all well. We are live on Twitter, Facebook and YouTube tonight. So basically the show as per usual. It's the Red and Black show. First time we've done one of these in a while. Wanted to jump in and start talking about where do you first need to sign for next season. Just want to get your guys' views on it because obviously we all know that Forest they do need strengthening in the areas, but the good thing is, and I think the club Stevie Cooper said that as well, that we don't need a massive transfer, something like we have done the last couple of years, just because I feel like even Cooper knows that we have got a really good squad now, and that we don't need that much. We have got a good core group players now who are really good, and yeah, we might need couple players just to strengthen around the areas that which I completely get, just because we need to strengthen them areas. But we have got a very good finisher. Do join us. Join in the chat. Obviously, I will get as many comments in as per usual. We have got the membership thing, so do check out the it out and help support the channel. Any first round comments in hi. Hope you and your dad are well. Do hit the like button on the um video as well, and do join in the conversation as well. So be interesting to see. But the main question is, as I got it in the title, where do Forest need to strengthen this summer? Obviously, with the Dean Henderson deal quite close now, and with that one seemed to be getting over the line quite quickly. I mean, the goalkeeping part is quite sorted now, which I'm quite happy about, just because um, we needed to sort that area out. And yeah, fair play. And I mean, Hendo wanted to come back anyway, which was great to see that he actually wanted to come back to the club. So I think the goalkeeping situation, I'm glad it's that this one has been sort of more early than I thought. And I mean, like I always say, I mean, I know last summer everything just got chucked together just because of how late we was starting in the transfer window, then how late we was to getting players in, um, and just build it really late. So really chuffed that this summer. Now we have been secured in the Premier League, we can start to build a lot more earlier. We've got 6 people, so join in the chat. Tell us what you think where we need to strengthen in the summer and that. Obviously, this time we can start to strengthen it and actually get that group of players in early. Um, and yeah, fair enough. If we do get made signings early, they can be bedded in pre-season and be good because then we can mould this team a lot more together a lot earlier, and that it will save us doing the job throughout the season like we have been doing last couple of years. So I think that will be a massive um, point in our thingy this season, that we will have it most things done earlier. Obviously, with Tyler Adams coming in and that we have to announce that retain list last week, which was great because last couple of years we've not been really saying too much about the retaining list and that. So I'm glad that the club done that early, and that we have sorted that bit out earlier than I wanted, and it was really good that we have got that done earlier than we wanted, just because we'd be able to um, see what is actually happening. So I think it is great to see that we are we seem to be moving in the right direction now. And I don't know if it's just me personally, but the main one that we need to do is Gary Brazil. Get him in on a contract. I mean, I couldn't stress it enough that yeah, they might even done their deal, but we're just waiting for it to announce it. We don't know, and it's just not stressing, but it's just worrying that we're not anything being said about Gary. So yeah, now we've got a retain list and that. We're just hoping that Gary will just stay in that. So hopefully, um, he does in that. So, but you know what? Get in the comments. Do get like in the video as well. We've got I think it will be interesting to see what it'll be interesting what could happen from um I think it'd be interesting to see what does happen now. I think that is probably the main thing as well, that we are actually being able to focus more on things. I mean, I can imagine that the club would have things planned already um, in terms of um, who we want and who we don't want. So I think that would have been a main thing this summer, that um, the club would have planned that, had a plan A and plan B, but because of the safety, we don't have to dive into the plan B championship while with the selling and just rebuilding again. Now we can build on going forward with this team and this core group of players. Yeah, fair enough. We got rid players that are gone already, and fair enough. There might be other players like Harry Hart and that still here, but I feel like that the club knows what we are, what we need, and what we need to do. So, Tom's saying hi Dan. Hey up, Tom. Hope you are doing extremely well. We have got 5 people in the watching this video live at the minute, which is great. But yeah, I mean, we are starting to see pre-season being announced a lot more. The club have said that they are working on another friendly in Holland as well as the PS3 one. So I feel like that the club's building it quite well. Wrap up the announced county friendly. We presume that we are going to get a couple more friendlies in between that, but we're just waiting for the club to actually announce it. Um, but I mean, I can imagine a lot of people on holiday or they just taking their time doing it because they know how good it is. So I've got 10 people live. But yeah, I feel like the club is growing in the right direction now. Getting back to the point about strengthening, I feel like it's just the width, the wingers, and probably another striker or two. And no disrespect to Good Fight or Brennan, because they both can play out wide quite well. We just need another pace winger with to help Johnson out, and they can give that bit more pace and a bit more flair and that. Whereas this right is technically, and you can play him anywhere. So I do feel like another winger might be able to help us. Obviously, left back. Obviously, if Lady don't come back, and with Omar Richards, don't know what's happening with him. So it might be a case that Toffs might be on his way out. Strikers, obviously, we have got one new, we've got Sam Surridge. Obviously, Brennan can play up there, good striker can play up there, but we need another top quality out and out striker, personally, just to try and push it forward that bit more, because obviously we all know Sam Surridge can finish. We all know Wani proving himself now in the Premier League. So just feel like another striker might just build it along quite nice in terms of pushing them to, and especially when it's a 1 year start or something, or Sammy out, or we have got that another bit of quality up front to push us. So I think that area is another area. I think the wingers, as I said, need strengthening. But by that, I don't think there's much more Finny, if you really want to be picky, get another um, defensive midfielder in just to someone that is much better than Fuller and Shelby. And yeah, that personally be my bit for me. If I'm being honest, with you. But I do feel like that the club is probably know where they need to strengthen. Obviously, Coops knows now it's best 11. He knows the pace that he don't want. He knows what he needs. So I think it just be more adding that bit of quality, just to help us out more than out. So it'd be interesting to see how we do actually strengthen going into the summer, and then hopefully that we can do that a lot more, Finny. And hopefully that we do get these signings in early. Because I've always said it that if you get your transfer business done early, you can bed the players in earlier, so it gives you that bit of chance. At the start of the season, whereas last season we needed to rebuild it, and we did it throughout the July and then obviously into January, which didn't help the club, but we got the job done. And obviously we started late in terms of transfers and all that. So hopefully this year it be that bit more structured with it. But honestly, that I've got the membership for the TFTV members club, so do hope the channel we have got super chats as well and the stars on the Facebook page. So do support the channel where you can. It's brilliant though. It's nice to have that positivity around the club as well at the minute, which is really great. And it's just great to see at the minute, I think personally. Um, so tell us what you think in chat as per usual. Who you think? I don't sign off for that. So obviously you guys are Finny. Do tell us what you think. I'd like to thank you. Goodbye.